Bronny can go in front of ESPN.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga don't do this. He better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see Shador.
Right, it's about to get worse.
Dianna already doing that. We all saw what we saw, and you know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's all
like, when you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like, get off of me. Get off of me. Get off me. No, don't touch me. Was it worth the $30,000? Now? In the moment.
In that moment.
He was up. You remember? Was it bingo night? Or was it? 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But keep it high level. This is going to just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. This whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is,
I am undefeated in me playing basketball, and I just want to line up.
He's getting up.
And show, yeah, we doing this for real.
He's funny.
I want to go rebound. Shoot.
This one?
Cut that up, baby. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's a sack on your first play ever in the NFL. Y'all know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear it from a player because they played the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
Well, you think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail. Okay, you know what, big dog? Yes. I'm light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now. Let's get
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it. Blah, blah, blah. What's cracking like a mackin' from the back into the jack and the G's is up? Cause Weez is up. We about to get into this show today. Oh, love y'all, man, for rocking with you. All you members, all you fans out there, make sure you newbies like and subscribe to this channel, become a member and hit a super chat. And I just stopped talking. I said, stop. It's talk time. And we get into it, man. We're going to get into that headline story of Vrabel-Russini. They got some receipts of them taking a private boat. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, they were married to other people. Ain't nothing wrong with that. One was pregnant. interesting, whatever. And then that sparked some paternity conversations and rumors. Let's get into all that. Also, we're going to just give some love and flowers as we do on this show. Appreciating greatness. We're going to give Michael Jackson his flowers. It's been about a week or two since I've been talking about it, since I went and saw the movie, and now I've just collected so many damn receipts. It's time to show you guys how great this man really was. I'm talking about the man in the mirror. I'm going to give y'all all the stories real quick, real fast. We're going to start the show off with that. Dana White says that men's mental health is basically BS. I can't lie. I kind of agree with him, not just men, but period. But we got to talk through it. I know you hear that headline, you start tripping. I have this argument a lot of times in my own house, but we'll get into that. Playoff NBA and the storylines are getting crazy. We got James Harden, Jaylen Brown versus Jason Tatum, and who's the king of the Celtics? Everything. Everybody talking about him. We got LeBron, MJ, Kobe going at it, of course, because we can never let that die. Barbershops were shut down all across the world if we never had that kind of GOAT debate. Bomani Jones is mad at social media. Draymond Green clowns Charles Barkley, and nobody laughed. Matter of fact, they turned on Draymond. It's kind of crazy. First Take has a cover-up that people are really going after, whether it's Jason Whitlock or Bobby Barack. They got receipts, so let's listen to them. On Barstool Sports calls out Mila Adams, the false accuser, the liar, the allegation lady of Stephon Diggs. We're going to go into that because she really went viral with her take. But more importantly, what women, what men, and even I need to learn from what Stephon Diggs' trial showed us and all the things that we've seen over the years. Ain't nobody new to this. Like, we starting to see a hell of an ugly trend in our judicial system. All that and more. Golly, Wiley, how you gonna get all that in an hour and a half? I ain't. I'm just not. You know I go on this show. This is the best because this show actually does itself. The internet is just a beautiful place. And more importantly, after that, there's always some meat left on the bone to do for the next show. I ain't mad at it. You mad at it? You mad at it? Just tell me if you're mad at it. Beat it up in the comments. I know you're not. All right, so we're going to fly through this because I know it's a lot. But I love Michael Jackson that much. Making a better place. So everybody always talking about AI, right? And everybody you know right now, if you're in investors or you're selling something, everybody got to have AI laced with it. Now, AI has levels to it. One of my guys, David Park, respect to him. He runs the SRI, Stanford Research Institute, GLI. The dude is next level. Okay. Anyway, that's my dog. And he breaks it down how, like, yo, stop everybody talking about AI. Y'all got to know what level of AI y'all talking about. But this is when AI gets it right. I'm going to take y'all through this. This is amazing, okay? Y'all ready to go? I don't know if it's going to be music or not, but you know me, I'm ready to stop it. Let's watch this. This is AI. Well, okay, look. Yeah, I want to stop it because I don't know what they're talking about. Look at this. This is AI.
It's our final award of the night.
I don't know if that's music. You see Nipsey and, oh, man, look at that. Kobe, Michael Jackson, Prince. I mean, first of all, they look better than they did when they were alive. Like, look how AI can make you, what's better than 8K? They got 16K yet? Oh, man, this is so good. Look at MJ how he walk. Whitney Houston. Who's the lady next to her? I hope she ain't dead. Man, this is one video you don't want to be in. Who's that? I remember her. Beat up in the comments. Help me out. I want to hear him. Oh, Aaliyah. Oh, I just didn't want to play it because I know all these dudes got copyrights and I don't want to get sued by Michael Jackson's estate, even though I know the lawyer. Shout out to John Branca. Oh, respect to all you guys, man. Ain't that beautiful? Let's keep going. Let's keep going how beautiful it is. Let's see how beautiful this is. This was like a few days ago. This ain't even now. So that gap is closed because Bohemian Rhapsody, which was insane, that movie was so good. Oh, when he came on the stage at the end and I was crying. I was like, he was looking out of the crowd. That was an insane movie. I love that movie. Love Queen, all that. But Michael, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, and I love Michael Jackson. I don't think Michael's a better movie than Bohemian Rhapsody. I think the performances are better by far. And it's Michael Jackson, so you're starting with a higher ground. But the movie, Bohemian Rhapsody, was insane. However, Michael Jackson's already probably at 500 million because I remember 2 big Asian countries weren't even releasing it yet. So this is he gonna get a billion. I didn't like that remix when they did it. I love the Millie, but I didn't like a Billy. I think Jay-Z did it. I was like, chill. Somebody gonna do a Trilly? Like, let's calm down. All right, so here, Elvis, I didn't see it. I don't know if it was good or not, but I saw Straight Outta Compton. I hosted a premiere for that. That was insane. And it's crazy, as big as that was, everybody had that avatar Straight Outta Compton everywhere. 201 million. Michael Jackson did that in like a day. It's crazy, 2 days. And Straight Outta Compton was gigantic. Shout out to O'Shea Jackson Jr., who killed that role. Great movie. However, Michael is Michael, y'all. Let's fly through this. I don't even want y'all to see my face. Look at this. Michael opened up to 97 domestically, 217. Look, it opened up and it beat Straight Outta Compton. Shoom. We just ran by Compton. Yelling Compton, but they moved to Riverside. Crazy, right? It's real like that. Real spit. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love Michael Jackson. Of 40 days, he officially broken all opening day weekend records for biopics and music concert films. Now, you know me, I don't like all that little slicing it up. Oh, you the best defensive end I ever seen from the Ivy League, that from an inner city. Like, but I want him to be the best movie ever. Like, go get Avatar or something, right? Go get E.T. Let's go get E.T., all right? Let's do it. It debuted with all that money I just told you. It beat Taylor Swift. I didn't even know she had a movie. I guess they just put a camera on her tour and said it's a movie, whatever. And Oppenheimer. I didn't see Oppenheimer, but I seen that image a lot. That's a dope image. Anyway, keep going. We going fast. Michael Jackson's now the #1 artist worldwide, streaming and digital sales. You want to know why? Because my kids every single morning listen to Michael Jackson. They get in the car, they say, Daddy, can we turn on Michael Jackson? Or I get in the car and I'm hearing my little, this is so, oh, I'm a cry. My little girl saying, why? With a girl voice, like little Pebbles on Flintstones. A little 6-year-old, she go, that's for sweet potato. Oh, you do me that way. And we just driving to school. I want to do me that way. And my 2 girls can actually sing. One really can sing. Like, I'm like, I don't want to turn her into an influencer and one of them little girls, them little fast girls that sing everywhere, but she got a voice. She can literally make her voice go, like, you know how Michael go, oh, and his voice be floating? She could do that. I can't do that. Not even close. Anyway, this is why he's so damn popular, famous, the best, biggest ever do it. Look at these songs. Don't stop till you get in. Rock with you, worker. These are hits. These are not even like you can just say and be like, oh, what song was that? I mean, look at this. This is his albums. People always debate what was the best album. And these are usually the 3-day debate. Off the Wall, to me, Off the Wall had higher, no, he didn't. I'm lying. Off the Wall had bigger bangers. Like you going, if I'm DJing and I had to play an album, I'm DJing Off the Wall. Now, if you're telling me which album was bigger, Thriller. Why? Because Thriller had PYT and Human Nature on top of Billie Jean, on top of Beat It. Leave me alone. They ain't even put Beat It here. Oh, they did. I just didn't see it. Beat It was the first song. That's why. That's how much I know Mike. I'm like, Beat It was fast. But then, I ain't gonna lie, I thought Mike was starting to fall off on this album. Then, now I'm looking back. My kid's favorite song is Beat It, Thriller, Billie Jean. I only have 3 kids. But if I said, all y'all got to pick one song that you all love. My youngest hates Thriller because she thinks it's scary. She's crazy. And the other one likes Billie Jean, and the other one likes Thriller. I said, y'all got to pick one song. We do this sometimes because they all want to fight over who going to get the damn ox. I said, pick one song. And guess what they pick? Dirty Dianna. Oh, they love Dirty Dianna. It made me love it more. Other than Rossini, I'm like, damn, I didn't think it was that dope. Now I'm in it. I'm all in. Michael Jackson becomes the first artist in history to chart. Listen to this, y'all. Top 10 in the Billboard Hot 100 in 6 different decades. 70s, 80s, 90s, 00s, 10s, 20s. Oh. And why? Because of this little dude. I ain't gonna play this video because we're gonna be here too long. But this is great. This is Jermaine Jackson's son, so Michael Jackson's nephew, and the dude's insane. The dude's insane. He deserves an Oscar. Problem is, they don't give out Oscars at this time. They usually don't. You gotta do it around November. Your movie gotta come out like November, December. And then this video. Look, he did this without social media, y'all. I gotta play this. I'm gonna turn the music off and hope that I don't get shut down by Michael Jackson's estate. But look at this. This is one of the most iconic videos. Oh, no, not Mike. You don't play with Mike. Look at this. This is without social media. Watch this, y'all. Jesus. That's like 8 Coachellas. Look. Everybody passing out. Everybody got to go. And he just, a 40 dating and a 49. I'm on the side. I show up there at the butter bed. Her scream avalanche. On the dance. On the phone. Oh, goodness. Shut up. If somebody ever takes something to me and I did this, I'll be like this. Yeah. Okay. Understood. Thank you. Move on. You could never. First of all, little old me feels the same way. When people talk about me, people come at me with this craziness, I'll be like, dog, do you understand what I've done? I don't care what you have done. I don't care what. You trying to burst my bubble? I am him. Look what he did. Look at this. Oh, goodness. This is insane. Look at that. Man, look at this. Look at this. I mean, there will never be another one. Just stop. Okay, I'm not gonna do the review. That's my dog Van Lathan. He did a great review of it, of the things that he missed, things that he was missing in the movie. He wanted more depth. I get it. No, you don't. But he wanted more depth. But look at this. This is the act, and this is the real at the bottom. Peep game. That's close. I mean, look, the athlete in me and breaking down film, only thing I see different is Michael. I mean, Michael's one of the best dancers ever. So you see different flexion, just like in athleticism. You see the 3 points of flexion are different angles. I always tell you guys, if you have greater acute angles, you have a better chance of having an athlete. You have a better athleticism base. Look at his ankle bend compared to that. Look at his knee bend. Look at that angle. See that right there? Look at his. It's a little different. And then, it's just sick. Look at that. He's a little dropped more in the butt. Little things like that. That make him like, but then, oh my God, they both hit it. Oh, he hit that thing. I ain't gonna lie, Jafar, one thing Michael Jackson has learned, like Michael Jordan has learned, the kids can do what you did and do it better now. Seriously, like I go to Hollywood Boulevard right now and see somebody moonwalk better than Michael Jackson ever could. Seriously, it's insane. I see people moonwalking and look like they ice skating backwards. I'm like, damn, are they touching the ground? So that ain't his fault. He just did it first, like Michael Jordan, free throw line. Now you go to a junior high school game, and in the warm-ups, the 8th graders are doing that. It's just the way it evolves. Oh my God, who does this though? Look at this. Remember this? Look at this. Goodness, I'm not even gonna make it bigger because it's gonna get loud. Look at this. I thought this was AI, but I was like, in 1975, maybe they didn't have it. This man, look at this. Yeah. Wow. Jesus. Look at. Come on, man. Now, this is Biggie Smalls not know how to act because Michael Jackson said, what's up, man? How you doing, Biggie? Biggie didn't know what to do. Look at me. I ain't gonna do that. Janet was not happy with stuff. This is Neverland. This is how much it costs. All right, this is crazy. Michael Jackson allegedly was $500 million in debt when he died. Now he's $3.5 billion up and counting, because now he's number one in streaming and he's number one in the box office. But they said his ranch cost him $358,000 a month to maintain. Floyd Mayweather said, hold my beer. He like, Jesus, $358 a month just to say I got a ranch? And this is 2 days before Michael Jackson died. Don't y'all play. Ooh, that sounded good though. Go, stomp, shot, take it, shoot them. Killing that thing, ain't it? Why keep coming? This is Michael. Oh man. All right, we've seen that enough. All right, now this is funny. I actually want this. I want y'all to hear this. This is how big it is when it comes to Michael Jackson. If I can ever stop it. Watch this.
Bruno Mars. Fuck, man. Born in the wrong time. Bruno missed his calling, man.
Look, Bruno Mars is insanely talented. Don't get me started. I got a whole Bruno Mars monologue I could give you, but this is interesting. Watch what he gonna say.
Bruno's problem is with his parents. He's pissed. The fuck didn't y'all have me in the 60s and 70s for? Like, I should have been back there with those guys, man. He's got everything.
Yeah, he would have been appreciated. I mean, look, he's Bruno Mars right now. Let's not act like everyone doesn't love him, but he would have been even more gigantic if we could have went there. All right, beat it up in the comments. Let me make sure this is the last one. Yep. All right, we're going to get into this now. A little more sports. Dana White and what he got to say about mental health and the BS he kind of sees in it, or at least some of the issues that men have. We're going to get into that. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a member, and super chat. I had to get that out, man. I've been really rocking with Michael Jackson my whole life, but these last 2 weeks have been epic because now it's passed down to generation. It passed down to my kids. They literally, without me looking at them, are already watching Mike. It's crazy. All the videos, all the songs. And I don't think anybody's going to do it like he did it, and I'm so proud to be a part of that journey. All right, we're going to get into Vrabel-Russini. Of course we are, the private boat. They married. One's pregnant. Then they have a baby. Well, she has a baby, and the baby's named Michael. And Coach Vrabel's name is Michael. We'll get into that. Michael Jackson, of course, was amazing. I can't get over Mike. All right, so Dana White, we're going to talk through that. That's next. Playoff NBA, we're going to get into the storylines. There's a little issue, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. We're going to talk through that. James Harden and the turnovers and his playoff woes. LeBron, MJ, Kobe, once again, somebody's bringing it up. Got receipts. But Monty Jones mad at social media. Draymond clowns Barkley, and everybody starts to clown Draymond. That's how the game goes. First Take, #1 in ratings, right? Cover up, some are saying. Some are saying they're desperate. That's why Skip Bayless is returning. Interesting. Barstool Sports calls out false accusers. Mila Adams, Stephon Diggs case. But we got to learn from that. Women, men, myself. You know, you get falsely accused. It's something to learn. You know what I mean? Don't just be thinking like, oh, they just lying on me because I ain't do anything. Yeah, you didn't do anything, but you did something. And I know what something is. We're going to talk about it. Has nothing to do with the case. It's just about sexual discipline, as Jason Whitlock helps us break that down. So we're going to get into it, y'all. Real spit. All right, on this show, we really talk. So let's talk.
I hate this whole men's mental health bullshit that they talk about. Unfortunately, when you're a man, you are the provider. You are the one that takes care of your family. You know, you are the example for your kids when they grow up. And your sons, you know, and your daughters.
And when he says provider, I know we always talk about money. We always talk about principle, right? We talk about it with the AL. We talk about dough, profit, P&Ls. Mama, you can make more money than daddy, but daddy's the provider, right? Even if daddy's not the breadwinner in this house, he has to be the provider. And that's security. That's stability. You know, you got to provide that. You got to lead with that. You got to, because women are emotional and the world is volatile. So somebody got to be a stabilizer. And there's nothing worse than when you see a man who's playing with his emotional brain more than his logical brain. And that happens a lot because we're being raised by women, right? Single mamas raising kids. A lot of these boys are more feminine than ever. Forget their clothes. I'm talking about their emotions. I'm talking about their mentalities, right? They're volatile. Little boys are now, what? They acting like they getting their nails done, which they are. I get my nails done. But they are acting really like auntie behavior. They got raised by big mama. They got raised by they mama. They got raised by their auntie. And now everything just gets to them. It's crazy. Real spit. I know a #1 recruit in the country in a sport. I'm not going to say what sport. And the issue with him, people are saying, like the scouts say, is, oh, man, he thin-skinned because he raised by his mama. Real spit.
And you, unfortunately, you can't be that guy that's, I see these guys posting on social media, oh, I had a bad day and I'm so sad and all this other crazy shit.
So unattractive.
It's unattractive to other males, let alone women. I can't even imagine. I'm really against all that shit.
Okay, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is great. Let me get some love to our members. Stomp is in the building as always, with super chats as well, with the thumbs up on the set. Got the popcorn ready. Respect to you, Stomp. All day, all night. Love, big dog. We got to get into all the top fans here. Adrian Robles sent a super chat. The Weeknd did Dirty Diana, also dope. The Weeknd, I went to see his concert. It was insane. It was insane. I saw it in Vegas. Shout out to Ben Horowitz and Felicia Horowitz for the invite, and that was an insane concert. Like, The Weeknd got more hits than you can even imagine. I thought I knew all the Weeknd songs. Shoot, he just kept going. Respect to the top fans as we gonna respond to this Dana White, of course. Darren the Jedi Knight, number 5. Dan Fan, 4. Chris Fox, 3. Adrian Robles, 2. Stomp is number 1. All right, let's get into this right quick. Because what he said, you understand where he's coming from. He's like, dog, nobody want to hear you complain if you're the one leading. Like, it's hard to hear your coach complain. It's hard to hear your top player complain because complaining is contagious. Complaining is contagious. Once you complain, you just make me say, I could let this rope go then. Shoot. Be real. I've been the man on the team, the one who couldn't complain, and I've also been not the man waiting for the man to complain so I could let the rope go. Right? When I'm on a team and I got like Junior Seau, Rodney Harrison and them, and they talking about Breakfast Club. I'm like, what's that? We're going to go somewhere and eat? They're like, no, 5 in the morning, we're working out. And I'm like, damn, we work out at 7 though. Coach already got us lined up for 7. He said, yeah, we're going to get an extra workout in. Now, if he would have been like, oh, coach got us at 7, so we can't work out. Oh my God, what are we going to do? We just do it late. Like, I'm taking his lead, even though I'm not sitting there like, salute, Junior. I am taking his lead. We've been in those situations, those team dynamics before. You've been the guy looking up, and you also been the guy looking down. Like, all right, I got to be the one that say 5 o'clock in the morning. And then people going to roll. Real spit. That's how the game goes. So mental health, like when you're going through a storm, you can't be the one letting go of the rope. People looking to you for your strength, right? I'm going to give you this comment right here because we don't duck smoke on this show. I don't know if everybody knows who we are, but they're going to learn. They're going to find out today. Somebody wrote, Jimenez says, you are doing a podcast. He's talking to me. You're doing a podcast. Your black ass better be worried about those funny cases you keep compiling up. All those, he call them bees, but women are lying. Nah, homie, I don't think so. Where there's smoke, there's fire. No, there's not always fire when there's smoke. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to understand that there are other elements in the world that make it look like smoke. Like, I'm from LA, so a lot of times when I was growing up, I used to say, Daddy, something's burning. And he's like, no, that's not smoke, that's smog. In LA, you know what smog is. Maybe you don't know it where you from, big dog. I don't know. You could say, you go up in the Bay Area, you'd be like, oh, it's burning, something burning. No, that's fog. That's low cloud cover. There's a lot of things that can make you think you saw smoke. And you would make you think there is a fire. There is none. There are things that are just lies, okay? If there's truth in this world, there are lies. We just saw Stephon Diggs' case. That was absolutely a lie, okay? It is what it is. I know my situation is an absolute lie. That's why I'm not worried. That's why I continue to do my job, continue to do my work, continue to do things I want to do. My grandmother raised me to say, never let them steal your joy, okay? So if I'm standing on truth, do I care how many people believe me or not? Ultimately, I don't. I know you don't understand that because you're projecting, because you're probably a little different mentally than me. I won't say weaker, but I'm certainly knowing it sounds like you will be influenced by the wind. But I'm used to everything I've ever accomplished going against the grain, going against the wind, right? I set PRs, I set national records with headwind, not with wind blowing at my back. Remember, dog, this is where I'm from. And I'm from it before y'all thought it was cute and cool and NWA and Boys in the Hood. Nah. I'm the content of Compton. I'm the back. And it wasn't a song playing. It was really duck. You know what I'm saying? My uncles died in the streets. I seen it. I heard one. Come on, man, leave me alone. So I'm not going to be influenced by anything, let alone a lie. Like, nothing going to change what I want to do. That's why I went to Columbia. Why are you going to Columbia? You shouldn't you go to Columbia, Marcellus. You ain't going to go to the NFL. Shut up, fool. I go wherever I want to go, and I get to where I got to get if I'm doing the work. It won't work unless you work it, right? Nothing works unless you work it. And I had to work it. Simple as that. So I'm not going to be influenced. I love the comments, good or bad, ugly. Come on, man. You know what I mean? I done been through worse. My mama's dead. So trust me, anything living ain't going to hurt me as much as my mama's gone. And my best friend died when I was 11, which gave me a whole different perspective. So I got an inner strength, I will admit. I got an inner strength that is, let's just say, above average, right? I can deal with stuff. Real spit. Now, the question is, can you? You know what I mean? Don't be asking me, I ain't asking you, can you deal with it? I'm going to do me, you do you, and we going to do we. Real spit. All right, let's get into this real quick because I think this is fascinating. the playoffs are here, and the storylines are insane. Insane. And we're going to talk through all of this because, they are on heads. You better duck if your name is James Harden. You better duck if you're Jaylen Brown. You better duck if you're Jason Tatum. But first, let's just talk about what the whole playoff scenario means. Let's go.
The term I believe is ethical hoops, right? Ethical basketball. That's the term that we use inside the big top, right? I think, to me, the old people have to take responsibility as well. Because I come from a city where, in Detroit, if you play too physical, people complained about that and said, no, we want to clean up the game. The Michael Jordans of the world, we want to see them fly through the air, and if they get fouled, call it. Now you can't say, oh, well, now you're selling calls, because selling calls works. So it's not about, like, you're confusing the illness with the symptoms. The symptoms is asking the league, what do you want to be as a league? Do you want to be competitive, or do you want to be pretty? And I think the league has trended too far towards pretty and not towards competitive. That's why playoff basketball and regular season basketball looks like
so
two
different.
completely different
I like
sports.
Hey, give him some love, blah, blah, blah. Broke that down because he's right. And it really works that way. Let me give it to you like this to just sum it up. When they have games, regular season games, you know that there's a competition committee. You know there's a NFL or NBA referee committee. Like all the referees are part of association. Before the game, the referees come to the game and they got to get dressed and they got to have their locker room and their little space. They got to put their personal belongings somewhere. In there, they have a whiteboard. In there, they have points of emphasis and they write them down. I've seen it before. This is what we're looking for today. Why? This is their homework. Who is playing? The Bills versus the Jets. What do the Bills like to do? Okay, now how do we officiate them? They're known for holding, right? They're known for being aggressive at the line of scrimmage in pass coverage, etc., right? So then the officials literally know that because they've done their homework. They've watched film and they know the reputations. So they walk in and say, look, call everything, but we know they can't. The game will be 10 hours long if they called every infraction. They say call everything, but definitely call this. Those three things listed. Points of emphasis. So if you go out there and you're aggressive at the line, oh, you're getting it. But at the same time, if you holding, you getting it. But at the same time, let's just say you're getting off the ball a little too quick. They just fast off the line. They're not tripping on that because they got to pick their poisons. And that's what games are. They just pick their poisons, kind of have a points of emphasis, and they look through that little microscope. And that's what it is. So in playoff basketball, you know what they say? It's going to slow down, let it slow down, and let's see some more half court. And more importantly, it's going to get more physical. Swallow that whistle. Let them go. Let them bang. Let's not be the ones that settle the score. Let them settle the score. Let them win the games. It's real spit. Simple as that. I ain't got to go that deep. Just like Dana White. He's like, look, if you the man, you got to provide. You got to hold that rope. Callous, rope burn, whatever. Nobody want to hear how you feel, right? And mental health is just like physical health. Take care of yourself. What are you listening to? What are you believing? When you're going through a firestorm, when you're going through a headwind, where your thoughts go? You know what I mean? That's the only difference. I'm telling you, through all the successes and failures I've ever seen and registered and recorded or accomplished. It's literally, do you keep your joy and enthusiasm through wins and losses? Because through wins, you see people start getting bored. Kobe and Shaq, right? Do you keep the joy? Remember when Kobe and Shaq first got together, they were so happy, yay! And then they couldn't win it all until they got Phil Jackson, but they still were happy. They still had like, hey, we're going to form this. We're going to make this work. Batman and Robin. And then they start winning, and then what happens? You lose the joy because you start needing the credit. Through wins, you can lose it. And certainly through losses. We got countless times. Oh, man, forget you. It's your fault. It's you. But keep your enthusiasm, keep you, stay you, the great version of you, your great thoughts through your wins and your losses. Most of the time people say your losses. It's your wins too. Because when you get up, you've been lifting all those weights. Now you finally can bench press 225. Now you can do it. What you gonna do now? Oh, man, I'm going to miss tomorrow because I already got my goal. There it is. You lost it. Simple as that. Let's get to this because this ain't that simple. Steph Curry, who only played 43 games this year, still number one in jersey sales. Golly, Steph. Yeah, that's you. I mean, you can say what you want. Is he the best player ever? No. Is he the best player currently? No. Like Steph falls in a weird place, but he has such impact. When you start saying like cultural impact, you start saying what the kids are rocking and kids are thinking, and kids are style playing, it's Steph. But he's not number one in any of those categories except greatest shooter of all time, okay? But that's not really a category. Like even in the three-pointers, he gonna get beat. What's his name? Con Nepple, the dude in Charlotte, he already beat his rookie record, right? Larry Bird was the man doing this with them threes until we start looking backwards at the numbers. We're like, Larry Bird only shot 3 threes a game and made 1? And we talk about he the best shooter of all time, which he was. But we're going to look back at Steph numbers. As great as he is, they jacking threes up now, man. They got a rookie already on pace to beat him. James Harden is number 2 all time. Gun to your head, who knew that before you heard that? That James Harden is number 2 all time in three-pointers? What? You would have swore it was Larry Bird, right? And now, let's talk about this, the toughest roads to a championship ever. Let's start at the top. We don't even got to have suspense. They say it's Hakeem Olajuwon. Damn. How is that the toughest championship run? Did he get it when Jordan retired? But they said he beat multiple elite teams, MVP, David Robinson as well. And they say that's the gold standard. I thought it would be Dirk, but they have it number 1. Gun in my head, I would have lost that. Kobe, Lakers, KD, Thunder, Big 3, Heat. You sure? You sure Hakeem is better? And then we got Kobe 2010, which is respect. Kobe got 2 of the top 10. I didn't know that. Then you got a Jordan one in there. Kawhi, sick. Kawhi should be higher than a Jordan one. Nobody thought Toronto was going to do something until Kawhi got up in there. Duncan, Giannis, dope. Kobe again, Steph, Isaiah. No LeBron. You know I love me some LeBron, but they not, what? They don't say beating a 73-win best regular season team ever? Somebody making these up now that are not official. There's no way, because officially it has to be that, right? Beat it up in the comments. It has to be you beat the team with the most wins in regular season history and you were down 3-1. That ain't the toughest road. You must have played crumb cakes before that. That one got me lost in the sauce. I don't know. But I do know that Draymond Green is going to have to defend James Harden against Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith because that's coming up next. We're going to talk through that. And these NBA storylines continue. We got the LeBron, MJ, Kobe still coming up. But Monty Jones, he's mad at social media, so he mad at y'all. Draymond clowns Barkley. No one laughs. As a matter of fact, they try to turn it on Draymond. It's going to be interesting when we talk about that. First Take got a cover-up, they say. They say, you ain't number 1 in the ratings. You ain't even number 1 on your channel, homie. So let's go and talk through that. We got Jason Whitlock, Bobby Barack, all those guys chiming in on that, including the Barstool Sports viral clip that they go at Stephon Diggs' accuser because she lied, and what women can learn from that, what men can learn from that, what I can learn from that, what y'all can learn from that. Let's talk through that. But first, go ahead, Draymond. Go ahead, Barkley. Go get it.
He's had 35 games where he's had more turnovers than field goals made. I saw that stat the other day on ESPN. I said, that can't be a true stat.
You know you're on ESPN now, Charles, right? Yeah, I'm playing.
35 games in his playoff career where he's had more turnovers. I just want to make sure I get it right before I say it.
Well, you said it.
Yeah, but I'm underdog.
You gotta get it right. What number it is?
But underdog's gonna get it right.
30,
but
28, whatever it is.
They stupid. He's like, you should have got it right before you said it. God dang it.
It shouldn't be over 5. It shouldn't be over 5.
I think that's a little skewed, though. No, that's not skewed.
Stop it, Drake.
That's true.
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why that's skewed. James has the ball all the time.
Okay.
But everybody that plays that position or is a point guard or whatever it is, their ball handler, their facilitator is the guy that has the ball all the time, and they don't have that stat. So it's not skewed because you do have enough volume for comp, for reference.
And any team that he's been on since OKC, he has the ball all the time. If shots don't go in and he have a high turnover game, is going to produce that.
No. I didn't say.
If this is true, I don't know if it's true, but I'm going to go with Chuck's on this. And I'm going to ask you a question. What is the number of field goals that James Harden, the greatest scorer he is, he's one of the greatest that ever played in this game, at scoring the basketball? How many field goals do you expect tonight from him?
At this age?
No, any age.
8 to 10?
There should never be a game he should have 8
Say it
to 10
again.
turnovers.
8 to 12?
He should never have
Say it again, underdog.
Ever in a
He
game.
got the ball every play.
It still doesn't matter.
He's making every.
Yeah, that's hard to justify. I mean, look, this is the problem. Not problem. Let me stop. This is the issue that comes up when you're here and like they're throwing like hot potatoes at you of information, and then you get stuck trying to like defend a position, but it's impossible to defend that you have more turnovers than field goals made in a game, and your name is James Harden. Now, if your name was Marcellus Wiley, 1, you shouldn't be on the court, but 2, we understand. You ain't made a shot yet, and yeah, you did give them the ball once. So if I commit 1 turnover but don't make any shots, I get it. But if I commit 5 turnovers, you trying to tell me I didn't make 6 shots? What? You better recognize that my name is James Harden. Don't ever have those low expectations. So, Draymond, get off of that. Let it go. It's okay.
I got to say.
Hold on just one second. These two guys are arguing. You're yelling up to underdog. Say that again, underdog.
Yeah, that's a lot
so
of.
What did underdog tell you?
29 games
in his playoff career.
Repeat it to me again, underdog.
Oh, my God.
Hey, that Auburn degree is on fire.
What is wrong with you, Grandpa?
With more turnovers than made field goals.
29 games, Dre.
You said 35. That's not acceptable.
Come on.
But again, if you have the
made field goals,
if you have the ball every play, I would
made field goals.
I would guarantee you.
Come on, Dre.
Johnson.
Draymond used to him. Let me stop, boy. Draymond like, look, that sound normal to me. Draymond like, I made 4 shots, and yeah, there's a couple games I had 5 turnovers. Nah. That's. Hey, Barkley didn't nail the stat, but we get the message. We get the point. Like, you shouldn't have that happen. That no way, no how. And what also shouldn't happen is according to what we about to hear, Jason Tatum shouldn't have been playing this year. I know Jaylen Brown got thoughts on that, but let's talk through it.
That's a little difficult. I think Joe should be fired. I think somebody in
Joe Mazzulla.
Yeah, Joe Mazzulla. I mean,
fire the head coach because Jason Tatum played this year? Continue.
He had that man playing over 30-some minutes. I believe somebody in Tatum's circle should be fired. Just because, at the end of the day, it didn't work out. It didn't work out. And
anybody in particular in Tatum's circle?
Oh, I mean,
I don't want to ask.
I mean, yeah, we got to definitely start with him.
Damn.
But
who was him?
Oh, Drew Hanlon. But
what does that got to do with it? What does that got to do with the rehab? It's not the rehab.
Right, he probably in there working him out.
Okay, blah. Chill. A coach does not do your medical diagnosis. Your coach just says, is he available? If so, I'm about to coach him. Even your team trainer doesn't do your medical diagnosis. They do the rehab, right? They do some of the diagnosis, but not major. There's a team doctor, and there's also a second opinion doctor. When your name is Jason Tatum, you got $300-something million contract, right? So to say heads need to roll, okay, if you want to go there, I don't even think heads need to roll because he was cleared. And who clears you ultimately? Yourself. The doctor always said, what's your pain level? If you say 10, he like, you ain't playing. If you say 1, 0, you playing. If you can move and you're like, I'm not in pain, and he looks at you and checks you, he does all this imaging, he's like, you're playing. What's holding you back? Now, what can hold you back or what can knock you back down is once you play, you can get hurt again. I think we lose. We got to break that up. You got hurt, so you had to rehab. And then you rehab to a point where you're cleared to play. Okay, wash that away because you're going to go back and play. And guess what? What got you to rehab the first time? Playing. You're about to play again. These bullets are live. Oh, you got hurt again. Oh, he shouldn't have been back. Nah. all the time. No. Now, you can rush back, and that's what makes this murky. You can also come back and like a Kevin Durant, like, dog, you know the calf is connected to the Achilles. Chill. Don't come back that quick. But in this situation, Tatum came back and averaged, what he averaged? 21 and 6 and 10 or something crazy. Like, he just got hurt. I don't know. That one is a little different. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Someone just told me my boy, Francisco Aguilera, one of our dope fans. He ain't a member yet. Come on, Francisco, get your game up. He said, finish that clip with Draymond. Okay. I trust you. I trust y'all. We do a show together. Because if there's some jokes in there, I'm ready for them. I hope this is on Francisco Aguilera, y'all. If this ain't worth going back to. Let's see.
John Stockton, Michael Jordan, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry does not have that.
Not a single guy.
Steph Curry.
Not a single guy you just named have the ball making every single play for their team.
It's not about the turnovers. It's about the made field goals.
Great point. Like, stop focusing on the negative. We saying you ain't out positive. Let me say it right. Out positivating that negative.
If shots though, you should never have more turnovers than made field goals. 29 times, Dre. 29 times.
Out of how many games?
It was like over 100.
181.
181. But Jay, 29 times.
That's too many.
Come on, Dre.
He's too 14% of the time.
No, he's too good.
Better. 86% of the time.
When I said Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, they're outliers.
They're not passing the ball.
No. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm talking about, but I said this, and people thought I was crazy. Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Durant, and James Harden, in my opinion, been the 3 best scorers in the last 25 years. I love James Harden's game.
Throw Steph in there.
Steph, yes, okay.
What about LeBron James? He only broke the points record in the last 25 years.
Well, just because he played a long time.
Oh, don't do it, boy. That's why no one's perfect, including myself, starting with myself. And y'all know how much I love Charles Barkley, but don't do that. Let's not undermine someone who could play longer than us because they actually were more dedicated, more focused, better. Like, I give it up. Flowers, dog. If you play long, as soon as I meet a dude, he'd be like, oh, what's up, Wiley? I said, what's up, big dog? I said, oh, yeah, you play. How many years you get in there? I had 10. Once he says a number higher than 10, I immediately internally salute him. I'm like, you play longer than me. You got me. That's one vertical, you got me. It's not even an argument. And that can lead to other ones like you were better or you took care of yourself better or you just had better fortune. But the point is, give him that one salute. One salute.
But you don't look at LeBron's guy who's trying to go out and dominate scoring every night like these guys, all I'm saying.
Okay, and now as we go to break, I can tell you, Underdog has put the period on this discussion with this, that Draymond, you've had 43 of those games with more turnovers than made field goals. That is tied for the most since what year?
Yeah, but he's not a scorer.
Since 2003.
But that's not fair. Now, that's unfair. That's unfair to you.
No, you let me get through the end of this.
Hey. Okay.
Tied with Kendrick Perkins for the most.
Oh, come on.
I didn't even have to go that far.
What can I say?
I'm to the board on that.
Oh, my God. Thank you, Francisco Aguilera. Boy, boy. See, that's what's funny, too. Sometimes your ass get ranked with somebody that you don't have no respect for in terms of their game. You know, Draymond does not think Kendrick Perkins on his level. And he like, God dang. He ain't got nothing to say. What more can I say? Oh, I knew that Draymond was stuck in that corner arguing that because I knew his experience was his expertise. I knew that he was sitting there not even thinking it consciously just because he's used to doing that. He's used to like, hey, man, I had 5 turnovers. I only made 4 shots today. Whatever. Like, it ain't even a stat to him. It's just like that's how the game went. That was so good. Oh, my God. That's the best. Give it to him, man. Oh, my God. They got him good. Maybe that's why when we do later in the show, you're going to see Draymond try to come at Chuck. Maybe that probably happened before, and then he trying to get some get back on Chuck. This is starting to make sense. Stick around on this show. We're going to have some fun, man. We're going to talk a little more of this playoff NBA storylines. We got Jaylen Brown coming up. We got to do that. And then we got LeBron, MJ, Kobe, Bomani Jones pissed at social media. And we're going to get into First Take and their cover-up, some are saying, because they're desperate for ratings. That's why Skip Bayless is coming back and others. They got receipts on this. And Barstool Sports calls out false accusers. Mila Adams. I'm like, what's her name? I don't know how to say her name. Liar. Let's call her liar. Good list. She lied. Oh, she was obviously lying. We got to go against that. And she lied on Stephon Diggs. We all saw it on 4K, HK TV. What women can learn from it, what men can learn from it, what I can learn from it, what you need to learn from it. We all in this together. All right, what's going on with my man Jaylen Brown? He's deeply frustrated. We heard T-Mac say that. Let's see what they talking about.
And other things that,
of course,
we don't really
I
have
get that.
details to.
Shit.
There's just been a lot of stuff, that I've been hearing just going on with the Boston organization, with JB, so I think part of him is like, I showed you guys more of who I am as a basketball player, not only just, what I did on the basketball court, but the leadership that I displayed within, this team. And you've seen that, not having our, best player in JT. You've seen a different side of me and what I'm able to bring to the game of basketball. So all that stuff, I think just came into play with him and his frustration.
That's enough said. Blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing. We all know what's happening here. It's just, I hate plausible deniability a lot of times, maybe all the time. I hate when we know, but we can't prove, so then we don't really think we know. But we do. And then when it comes out, you be like, see, I knew. And everybody like, yeah, but there are times when you're wrong. And that's what keeps us in check. But we know Jaylen Brown got to be sitting there with all that money, all that game, and that ring. And he like, two things got to happen. This is Kobe Shaq again. Either A, whether it's just because of stability, durability, security, one of them E's at the end, that's spelled with a Y, I'm the man. Instead of what has happened, which is y'all promote Jason Tatum more than me. Y'all support Jason Tatum more than me. Y'all have everyone thinking that he's 1A, I'm 1B. It translated, it dripped all the way to the Olympic team where they got Jason Tatum on it, even though he was getting benched. He's still there. They got Derek White. Y'all should have been, as an organization, Boston Celtics, y'all can't take nobody else unless y'all take Jaylen Brown. Now, that sounds weird, but I would have did it. You going to take, on the Lakers, you going to take Shaq? Okay, I get it. Okay, and then after that, we want Derek Fisher. No, you don't. You want Kobe. I would not let that happen because I got to deal with this dude when y'all done with him for a couple months. Y'all going to use him up, abuse him up for a couple months. I got this dude for a 5-year contract at a Supermax. And y'all gonna take his backups? Ooh. That is death. Sign your death certificate if I'm on your team and you know I'm your best player, maybe your second best player at worst, and you're gonna grab number 5 or 4 or 6 and 7. And Jaylen Brown's a grown man. Give him love. Give him love. That man is wise. He's smart as hell. We already know it. He wise. All that wax he got in his hair, that's to cover up the grays or to cover up the bald. Because that man is old. He got an old soul to deal with this. This is some BS. Woo! Woo! We want credit. That's all we want. And we'll earn our credit, but give me my credit. You know the times when your bank takes your money away and you're like, I ain't authorized that. There's no worse feeling. You're like, man, I had $100. It say I got 22. Where'd that go? Who in the hell took $78 from me? You be mad? You be like, dog, you be over there about to lose it over hey, I ain't authorized that. And then they be like, okay, sir, we'll deny the charge. It'll take 3 to 5 business days. It took them 3 to 5 seconds to take my money, but it take you 3 to 5 business days to get it back. Ma'am, let me speak to your supervisor. Be up in there acting that fool over $78. Damn right. $78 a lot of money when you at 0 or when you under 78. I've been there. Oh, I know this. Let's continue, shall we? Oh, let's go. All right, let's get into some real debate. That MJ, that LeBron. We got to get into it. That Kobe. Let's go.
They're ready to
How can somebody at 41, whatever he does, he go out there and average 4 points right now? His legacy's not on the line. Okay, was Jordan's legacy on the line when he was with the goddamn Wizards?
He's a more amazing.
No, what I'm saying is, when he was with the Wizards, was his legacy on the line? No. Was Kobe's legacy on the line when he didn't make the playoffs last 4? No.
It's not them.
Was Kareem's legacy on the line them last couple of years? No.
Dog, you remember Kareem? Oh, what am I doing? I'm looking at y'all. Sorry. Did y'all remember when Kareem last year's he was jogging up the court? Magic was doing no looks like Magic, Worthy, all they were like, man, Kareem ain't coming up. Cap ain't coming up the court this time. Like it was just like that. Oh, all right, it's okay. When Jordan at the end of Wizards, I mean, he wasn't sorry, but he wasn't Jordan. Okay, whatever. And then Kobe at the end when we got to salute him for taking all the shots, or we got to salute him for getting hurt but still taking free throws. We're like, all right, whatever. But then when LeBron is in this phase, it's not whatever. It's like, what is he doing? Isn't that interesting?
Oh, but what I'm saying is, your legacy has a window, and whatever you do in that window, great. Anything extra, we're just happy to see.
No.
Right? It's just that. Yeah. There's nothing he can do moving forward that's going to change anybody's opinion. That's a fact. Yeah. Right? He wins a championship right now. There's no Jordan fan that's going to say, oh, you know what?
You know what? You're right. He is the GOAT. Yeah, right? Nobody doing that. Nobody. So what are we doing? We're doing something. Let's get into this. LeBron got 4 MVPs already. Let's look at the 4 that he could have got as well. We can do this for all the GOATs, but we're going to do it with LeBron right now because somebody made the graphic. You make the graphic for Kobe. You make the graphic for Jordan. I will play it, but I am not making the graphic. They did. Here we go. 05, 27, 7, and 7. He lost the MVP to somebody with 15, 3, and 11. Sometimes I just add it up. I just add these 3 numbers up and say, which one's higher? That's easy, right? Like a BCS ranking. So let's go. 27, 34, 41, 41.8, 15, 18, 29. I ain't even got to add the other stuff. This is crazy. 41 to 18, 28. Stop playing. Okay, 18, 4, and 10. Another one, Nash. Everybody gonna pick this one though. If you make a Kobe and you can't make the Jordan one. You make the Kobe one, you might make a Duncan one. Everybody beating this. 22, 32. He got 32 in his points already. 38, 44. This is an even better year. Goodness, he lost. Wait a minute. It was better this year. Robbery. Okay, let's go. Dirk got his. All right, that's close, but still. 32, 35, okay? 33, 39. Look, goodness, man. Jeez. LeBron needed, forget all that N-word they painted on your damn gate. Somebody robbed you. It wasn't vandalism. It was a robbery. Look at these. That's 3 a big one. In a row, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's another one. Ooh, Kobe got one where LeBron had 30. Kobe had 28.3. We know Kobe known for scoring, so don't act like if somebody outscore him, it doesn't matter double. Then he had more rebounds than the same dude. Oh, he bigger, he taller. Well, how you outscore him? He ain't a better scorer, is he? Oh, maybe he is. Then he got more assists. Oh, Kobe, he was scoring. No, so he was scoring more. He was facilitating. He was facilitating more. He was getting the rebounds. He got more. Anybody? I hit that thing right on time. Wow. So that sparks this. Who's better? Who won it? Who's better? Beat it up in the comments. That's all I want. I just like y'all to talk through stuff. I don't care. People think people misuse, mislabel, miscommunicate. We like challenges so we can overcome them. We either agree or we respectfully disagree on this show. Who's better? That's it. I ain't got nothing for you. Y'all got to do that. But I do know that there are things out there that make people say, well, who is better? Who is better, Wiley? Tell me who better. Well, I don't agree with this. I don't make these things up. I grab them, though. I don't call nobody. He's not a sidekick. Well, Shaq he was, but stop. This is not a sidekick conversation. This is a GOAT conversation. God dang it. Look at this matchup. LeBron's on the left. Kobe's on the right. I don't know what the hell this win is at the bottom, but I do know what these stats are. And whatever they are, LeBron is beating Kobe in every single one of them. the sports primal lizard brain, reptilian me, which I'm still really tapped into. I'm really competitive. And I love when I see kids and I make them competitive because they've been coached and socialized by their parents, especially to deal with failure. Therefore, they're not being competitive. Even my daughter got a little sign of it, my 7-year-old. She's like, Daddy, turn the score off. I want to play. I was like, no, I'm keeping the score on. If you play, and we're going to know what we did so we can get better. It's okay. So what, you lost? You can lose to him and still beat yourself. My daughter got second place in the race last week, and she got a PR. I was like, be happy. That girl beat you, was fast. You fast. She fast. That girl could bounce. Little 6-year-old, 7-year-old out there bouncing. I was like, well, it is. Welcome. So that's all that is. Beat up in the comments. Let me know what you think. That's interesting. Let's get to this topic right here. After I show some love to the fans, we got Bomani Jones mad at social media. He mad at y'all, for real. We got to go into that. We got to get into First Takes cover-up. Allegedly, Barstool Sports, talking that talk. We got a lot more coming up. All right, so let me give some love to the fans because that's what I do. Shout out to Kenton Powell's in the building. Kenton Powell woke up. That's my dog. And the members in the building. We got Darren the Jedi Knight, 5, Dan Fan, 4, Chris Fox, 3, Adrian Robles, 2, and Stomp DC is at 1. But Monty, what's going on with social media?
I have seen not a dollop of evidence to indicate that these hot fucking takes that people are putting on the internet, whether it be my own social producers or somebody else's, and I'm like, the Kanye line, every agent I know knows I hate agents. Every social producer knows I hate social producers. I've worked too hard for these 26 years to be direct but nuanced in my career and everything else, and that all gets torn asunder by somebody who gets paid by turning my shit into rage bait, because rage bait is what gets their numbers. Their bosses are asking them, well, hey, man, so how many likes, retweets, whatever, subscribers, whatever we get. They get that off of rage bait, but what they don't get are the responses that.
Wow. Nuance is the word I keep hearing. We're going to go through that.
People said. What they don't get is the harassment that comes from it. So what that means, and harassment is a bit dramatic at times, but I say all that to say the incentives of the social producers are out of line to me with the incentives of the host, or more accurately, these social producers are incentivized to throw their host to the wolves.
Hey, you know what he's saying now? He's saying, forget all that meat and potatoes you just said. Just give me the hot sauce and I'll throw it at everybody and let that fire just blow up in inferno. And then they'll burn you down in the process. But guess what? Check the temperature. More likes, more subscribers, etc. And there's not even a direct correlation through people actually watching your content and supporting your content more with hot takes. Now, everyone thinks that's true because we've seen hot takes take off and win. Like in the early social media days, hot takes were winning at the same pace. Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith made their name when social media first started. But now I think we've been desensitized to hot takes. Now we're fatigued of hot takes. Now they still work, but they gotta be supported by much more evidence than just hot take. If not, then it's just like, all right, that's all you got? A lot of sizzle, no substance.
To be called stupid, to be called whatever it may be. Or the worst is when it's a social producer from somebody else's fucking show that does it, right? They are incentivized to create this hot take stuff. And I'm like, hey, man, I've made my bones in this by offering nuance in this stuff. And
Hey, look, what he's saying, too, is y'all cutting me up, slicing me up just to get what y'all want out of it. The pushback is, dog, you said it. Bomani, you said it. I dealt with this with my wife in the reality show, like all the stuff, the good stuff that came from it, the bad stuff that came from it. I said, but you said it. And, you know, that's not a good place to be because I know I could get sliced up and cut up. I've read articles about me before. I was like, I ain't mean it that way. Or I said that, but I didn't say it. When they could bring this top line to this bottom line and make it seem like a whole different conversation. I hate that too, but at the same time, I do take the onus. I do take the accountability of, I said it.
What you're looking to find is not, oh, this is interesting. People may want to hear this is, oh, this will get the people going. And if you like me and the way I do this is the opposite of that, it stinks.
Yeah, it stinks. At the same time, I take the challenge of being more sophisticated. One thing that happened when I played, And I may have had one or two mishaps in terms of conversation. Like, damn, they got me. You know, I said that and I didn't mean that. But 99.9% of the time, it was all the way I wanted it because I looked at it like I have to be precise. I have to be sophisticated. I have to be eloquent. It's not on you. Whatever you use, I gave you, right? Unless you just totally plagiarize me. I mean, totally just take me out of context. Totally just say, hey, I'm not even going to write what you said. I'm going to say whatever I want. Then we got something, right? Other than that, it's on me.
And again, it doesn't lead to more listeners. It may lead to more social following. But when's the last time you saw a clip online and you were like, wow, I think I need to go listen to an hour of that podcast? No, you just immediately respond to whatever it is. And so
I would challenge that because he's right generally because it's too much information. So it's like, oh, this podcast. Oh, that's dope. Oh, that's a good clip. Oh, that's a good clip. But then you all went through 3. You ain't about to watch 3 podcasts. You ain't. I know you not. But I will say the last time this happened, Cam and Mace, when they first came out, they had a bunch of socials going at first. It was like, Cameron's a sports journalist. I was like, sports broadcast. I was like, what? And then they kept showing his clips. I was like, oh, he actually is. He wearing a suit and everything. That got me to watch their show. Now, I don't watch podcasts or vodcasts. I don't watch a whole hour. I don't watch anybody's show from beginning to end. Whitlock had me for a while. Joe Budden had me for a second, but I can't watch it. It's an hour and a half. I don't have an hour and a half of my day where I'm around nobody. Or my kids are there 99% of the time, and the other time, it's either I'm quiet time, I'm charging my batteries, or I'm around adults. And the last thing somebody wanted to do is talk to you while you watching something else. So when do you find the time? I guess I need to take up jogging or something.
I always worry about people with new podcasts. I'm like, I don't know how you get new people to listen. I don't know how you get people to think they need to come check you out for the first time because all the mechanisms that they use that they call promotion, I have seen no evidence that they promote.
Blah, blah, blah. You know what's interesting about his take about nuance is that my response is nuance. I see both sides. I see the social media need. I see how that's a great marketing tool for awareness. And in that awareness, it takes a lot of impressions for you to convert and acquire something. They teach you this in marketing, right? They say, well, you just got to get, that's why stuff is on billboards. You're like, why would they spend money on that billboard? Just so I can look at it and just keep driving. Well, that's one of the 7 impressions they need to check the box where they say 7 steps of impressions to acquisition. So that's why you got to have something there. And then next thing you know, you have an online ad. Then you have a social media clip. And then you get a brochure. And they say by the 7th time, if you're still receiving this, if you're still like in the know of this, it's in your attention sphere, you'll go get it. Because whenever you need it, you'll be like, oh, I see. It's almost like they're building your trust up. 7 times we haven't done anything but show you great stuff. You going to come over here? And then finally, hey, you say, hello, hi, how's it going? You good? Like after a while, you just melt them. That's what happens to us, they say, in marketing at least. So interesting. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. We're going to get into the Mike Vrabel and Dianna Russini story next. That's next. After that, we're going to follow that up with we still got Draymond Green clowning Charles Barkley. It looks like in response to Barkley clowning him with that stat we just saw a little earlier. First take in its cover-up, and Barstool Sports goes after the accuser of Stephon Diggs and what women, men, and we need to learn as Jason Whitlock assists us in that. Let's get some love to these top fans out here. I see y'all in the building. Dan Fan, Chris Fox, Francisco Aguilera, number 3. You were right, Francisco. Good stuff. That was funny. Adrian Robles and Stomp is stomping y'all out like normal. All right, let's get into it. Get involved. Mike Vrabel and Dianna Russini kept things afloat. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. That's it. I need a gunshot. One. During her pregnancy. Now, she's pregnant because they rented a boat together. This became headline news. Okay, Dianna and Vrabel. Okay, add a new chapter to this Russini saga, Vrabel saga. They learned they rented a private boat together for a day on the water, just the 2 of them. Okay. There's a lot here. And one of my superpowers is I'm able to isolate variables very well. I should have been a lawyer. Okay, do not start here with this story. Start here with this. That is a football coach. That is a reporter. That football coach is married. That reporter's married. And they're not married to each other. If your wife went on a private boat with any man not blood related, and even blood related, that's your cousin? Whoa! Some things are worse than the thing. Some things are just worse than the thing. I know what the thing is. Ooh, y'all nasty. Some things are just worse. You mean to tell me you drove our car from our house to a marina boat slip, went somewhere, put your name down, signed a waiver, he paid for it, and y'all got on a boat and did what? That question and that answer is a lot. Now, is this illegal? No. Is this unethical? I don't even know. I'm not even talking about what it is. I'm telling you what I feel. Because you know why I know it's a problem? This is why I know something's wrong. Did you tell me? Yeah, honey. You didn't tell me? Oh, really? That slips your mind? Why is it on the calendar say Target run? I got to go to Target for 5 hours. The mall. Why does it say Girl Scout meeting? Why did it not say Vrabel boat trip? You think that would get passed in legislation or vetoed? Come on. Anyway, the NFL duo booked the vessel in Putnam County, Tennessee, Texas, back in June 2021. According to a source with direct knowledge who also says the then Tennessee Titans head coach and said the journalists were the only two people on board, basically, and they had a 3-hour rental. Damn, this is crazy. Like, TMZ is a lot. I mean, I get it, but I don't need to see their signature, do I? I guess I do. The timing of that outing might raise a few eyebrows because Russini was pregnant at the time with her first child. My pregnant wife who didn't tell me she went on a boating trip with this NFL. First of all, I don't want you going anywhere with an NFL coach. It's hard enough to be your husband. You're around all these dudes that got, these dudes this is the alpha of alphas. I don't care how many stats he has. I don't care how many touchdowns he has. If they're in the NFL, they're higher in the social ranking than I am. And I'm an executive at Shake Shack. I'm making dough. I am a winner. Don't matter. You don't believe me? Walk down the street, up and down the street, and let people say NFL player versus that. Like, go to a high school. No. Go to elementary school. They'll tell them the truth. Every time I went to elementary school, they would have a doctor there at parent-teacher day, and we're in front of the class and career day, and the doctor goes first. And they're like, oh, good. So you really get to see the inside of people? Yeah, I do. Wow, surgeon, good job. Then the fireman is there, the policeman is there, then the executive is there. Really? You have a lot of people that work with you and work for you? Cool. And then they'd be like, at last, we have Marcellus Wiley from the Dallas Cowboys. Ah! What? That's my team. Oh, shut up, man. You don't like the Cowboys. Name somebody on the team. I'm like, first of all, y'all just should have gave that energy to the last person or somebody. It's real. It's just real. You are going on a boat with that guy by yourself and didn't tell me about it? You know how that makes a man feel? I saw this online. Someone said, he said, it's a shame so many men don't know what the ultimate flex is. The ultimate flex is having a woman that no man can ever attain. No man can ever get her attention. He's like, so many of y'all don't know what that flex feels like. This is it. This is a direct violation. This man has access to my wife emotionally, physically. We're also told Vrabel-Russini appear cautious about photos being taken, and while she declined to pose at all with the staff, Vrabel agreed to snap one pic, but asked that no images be publicly posted. You either got to be all or nothing. You can't take a picture and then tell some kids or people not to post it. They're going to post it, sell it, whatever they're going to do. It's don't do it if you don't want to do it. She actually was right in that one. Russini gave birth later that summer to the first of her 2 kids after marrying her husband, Kevin Goldsmith. Vrabel has been married to his wife, Jen. A week after the boat outing, Russini posted an IG photo seemingly of Kevin on a New Jersey beach with the caption, lucky to have great people to spend this holiday with this July. I guess, is that to throw us off a scent? I don't know. They reached out to both of them, boat trip, no word back. Reason I brought this one up is because there's a few levels to this. One, it ain't going away. right? Trust me, it's not going away. Another thing about it is it's not going away, and Russini's already went away. So do the mathematical logic here. It ain't going away, so it's not helping Russini, but it can't hurt her because she gone. She just game planning now how she gonna come back. But Vrabel is still there. And as you continue to dig, I don't know if this is verified or not, but there are some reports out there that now Kevin Goldsmith, Russini's husband, because of the timeline, is like paternity conversation. That's tough. The boy's name is Michael already. My name, and you're cheating with a dude named Michael. I mean, look, if it's me, I ain't got nothing to think about. We doing that. And look, my grandmother raised us always saying, is mama's baby and daddy's maybe. You ever heard that? Oh, that's your mama's baby and that's your daddy's maybe. And there have been countless examples of a dude let's just get a paternity test, whether it was bad reasons or just, hey, let's just figure this out. Let's find out. And that ain't your baby. Ooh. Acho, tell me about it.
Mike Vrabel got to catch hella heat at this point in time. Because if you can't lead yourself, how can you lead a group of men? This was no longer a mistake, T. This was now continued, willing, wild action.
Well, you knew that from before if you ever been outside. And I'm not talking about Acho. I'm just saying we knew that. Maybe this is not his first time saying that, but we knew that. You know why? Because they got caught, not because a private investigator was searching them and hunting them down. They got caught because they were careless. And usually you're careless after you've been doing it for a while. I used to steal T-shirts in high school. I did. I can't lie to y'all. Stole T-shirts and batteries. I wasn't trying to be fresh. I just wanted to. I only had 3 pair of pants. I just wanted to flip my shirts. And I ain't have enough money to buy them, and that was no excuse. But I said, I'm going to steal them. My boys were stealing for about a year, and they didn't get caught. So then they recruited me, and high school, adolescence, stupid. Yeah, I'll do it. And I got caught. I got caught. And guess what? I didn't get caught the first time. But what starts to happen is you don't take the same steps, protocol, safety measures, and plus, you're doing the wrong thing. Sooner or later, it goes right back to the road where everyone is on, and they're going to see that you're on the wrong road, right? You're going to wind around, and then sooner or later, you'll be like, oh, man, ain't nobody tripping. Yes, they are. You're on the wrong side. You're doing the wrong thing. It just finds its way. That's why most people, if not all people, end up getting caught, damn near. So I knew that they were already doing something for a while because you don't go to a destination and then drive to another destination that says private. That's reckless. You need to be where everybody else is to play it off in case you get caught up. Imagine if they were at the Holiday Inn and all this came out in those pictures. They would have had a lot of people in the background. They would have had a lot of people around them. They could have even lied and maybe got away with the first story. Look at all these people we with. But when you go and you make it all about y'all, then you gotta explain why y'all hanging like that. And let's be real, that's impossible to explain.
You're on a boat while married with another married woman who is pregnant. Child, we don't know who's the father, so I won't assume. And you doing this in.
Did you hear that? He said, she married, and he like, I don't know who the father is. That's how gangster this story really is. Not even being salacious or gossipy. That's just truth. We don't know who the father is.
Damn. In the midst of your coaching tenure, T, how can you expect all 53, because several of the 53 will, but how can you expect all 53 to adhere to the off-field advice, not on-field advice? How can you expect all 53 men to adhere to the off-field advice of a man who for at minimum 6 years continued in a, if not affair, wildly disrespectful relationship to his wife, his kids, her husband, her pregnant child, and herself?
I can tell you how. Easy. First of all, do you have a father? And if your father ever told you the truth about his childhood and how he grew up, you're going to hear some indiscretions. You're going to hear some issues. And if you hear them and you say, damn, that's my father, my hero. Oh, okay. Now you can say, oh, that happened a long time ago. Okay. You ever been through like a Scared Straight program? One of them Dare for Kids programs? You ever just grew up and the OG came to you And he told you something? Yeah. I knew people that were active doing wrong things coming right back to me and preaching to me. Don't do what I just did, dog. And I won't, because I see what happened to you. I see, even if you ain't caught. Remember, I saw somebody do something crazy. Well, I heard it. And then I was like, did you? He was like, And I was like, oh, man, I don't know nothing. But the wear on his face, you think I'm signing up for that? So, yeah, you can hear somebody. If my coach is busted and he come in here and say, dog, I need y'all. Hey, I slipped up. I fell. I need y'all to help pick me up. I need y'all. Because, look, being real, a lot of those players, like, coach has been there for me when he knew I wouldn't, whether it was off the field or on the field. Regardless, I learned. This is telling on people when they say, I can't learn from somebody's mistakes. That means you think you bigger and better than somebody. Everybody makes mistakes. Now, this is crazy. You're like, nobody make mistakes like that? Well, I don't want to get biblical on y'all, but a sin is a sin, dog. Like, your mistake is your mistake on your scale. You have done stuff. And then I'm not going to believe you. Let's be real. There are at least 5 things about every single person in this world that no one knows. Right? You're trying your best to keep that number at 5. You don't want it to be 4. The judgment that I have for him is the judgment I have for myself. And I know I've been in the NFL locker room before with a coach or a player that I'm like, he messed up. I've been on a team where somebody got arrested, came right back, and we ball out. Let's go. He can't tell me, man, you shouldn't drink and drive. Yeah, I know. Thanks for reinforcing it. My coach can't say, man, don't cheat on your wife and all that stuff. Yeah, I know. Thanks for reinforcing it. To me, it's kind of simple. I'm not looking at him to be my heart, but he could still be a tour guide. I understand he knows where to go, and more importantly now, where not to go.
How can you expect players, T, to follow his off-field instruction? On-field, what he did off-field ain't got nothing to do with his football acumen at all whatsoever. But what it does have to do with, T, is you on a boat with a pregnant, married woman while you married in 2021 and we in big 2026 and y'all was just pictured photographed together? Come on, T. Come on, T.
Look, blah, blah, blah. Come on, T. Let me tell you this. Here's the T. I mean, look, the only conversation you really got against Vrabel if you're his player, if you're his team, is coach ain't got no game. Or coach, you slipped up. That's what you would say. Like, if we really gonna be honest, I'd be like, coach, come on, dog. Like, everybody gonna have the same conversation. Coach, come on, dog. Like, really? Like, you got real fancy on the fling. You got real fancy, coach. Come on, man. This is what guys would say. Guys would be like, look, man, it's different ways you can handle that. Because he's not getting set up. This ain't Stephon Diggs. Now, Stephon Diggs will have a whole different conversation. He's like, dog, you let me go off some lies. Yo, shit, the truth. This is why I'm telling the false accusers against me. I'm like, oh, y'all want, what Kendrick say? Y'all want to tell lies about me? All right. I'm about to tell the truth about you. What do you tell Drake? Don't tell lies about me and I won't tell the truth about you. That's what Stephon Diggs is wanting to say. Rest of them dudes in there is like, man, he ain't cut me. And he know I ain't perfect. Whether it's off the field, on the field. But I will say this to coach. You want to keep it 100, want to keep it thou wow, coach, let me tell you. Where your game go? Like, you used to play. You went to Ohio State. You played. You won championships. Come on, coach. If you're going to mud out, mud out. That's all. He just lost his game. Everything else is between him and his wife or Kraft and him. I have nothing to do. I'm not firing you, coach. I'm not divorcing you, coach. And let's be real. I know everybody trying to get content. I'm listening to you, coach. If he says 38 toss on game 1, you think Cat's going to be like, man, he cheated on his wife. I ain't running no 38 toss. And Acho didn't say that. Acho said off the field. I heard you, Acho. I would never do that to you, big dog. Even though a lot of people would. They're like, so it don't matter for New England Patriots on the field. But we all know that football's a game of skill, greater game of will. So Acho's talking about, will you do the little things, the things that are necessary to build you up as a player? Yes. Coach say, I need y'all here tomorrow, 7 a.m. to work out. So to go to bed. Curfew if you need it. Ain't nobody going to be like, Yeah, you need a curfew, coach. And if we say it, it's to joke. It's to be in the locker room. We not feminine in this locker room. We clown. We not homegirls. Homegirls be like, oh, you look good, girl. And then be like, she wearing that? Oh, God. We winning tonight. She wearing that. It ain't. Homeboys be like, dawg, you wearing that? First thing I say, dawg, what you got on? Come on now. We ain't going there. What, you don't like this? It ain't, I don't like it. Nobody gonna like it. I'm trying to help you before I get there. I tell you got an eye booger before I say hello. Hey, you got an eye booger. What's up, dog? Women, hey, hi. And then you walk up to her homegirl 10 minutes later, like, girl, you got an eye booger. They let you just talk to her for 10 minutes. Oh, I saw it, but I forgot. I got distracted. I got 3 daughters, y'all, so trust me. I am a PhD in woman. Whew. It's crazy. So we ain't talking about setup. We ain't talking about Stephon Diggs Patriots. We talking about you walked into this, coach, where your game go. That's all I got. My only problem with coach is you lost your game. Everything else is your wife's conversation. Please get out the locker room with that. We'll talk to you all day about what we feeling, but you got to handle that. And you got to handle that Kraft. These stories keep coming out. Kraft ain't going to budge. I don't think there's anything that can happen that Kraft is going to be like, man, you got to go. The dude almost won a Super Bowl. Well, he didn't. He got to the Super Bowl. They wasn't going to win that game at all. They got to the Super Bowl in his first year. Shut up. You know what I mean? And y'all doing this ain't helping. It's stupid. Hey, AI is a mother sucker. It's good, bad, and ugly. Like, that's crazy. Ain't it, Jay? What's your order? Fish fillet? Oh. Girl, so cold. This whole thing. All right, man. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. We got more conversations to have. Oh, it's getting late. All right. We had a Gronk conversation about money. We're going to get to that another time because I see the time. What time? It's 6:36. I'm going later and later every day. Uh-oh, I got to get my discipline back. I got to get disciplined again. Shut up, Vrabel. Don't tell me to be disciplined. I wish somebody would. Vrabel would be like, cut. You keep thinking you the fresh and fancy over here. Cut his butt. Real spit. All right, let's get into this. We got to get that Chuck one off. Chuck and Draymond again, huh? Yeah, let me make sure. Oh, no. No, let's not do that one because it's the same set and everything. We can do that tomorrow. They got a Warriors one over too. All right, let's get into this. This is Whitlock talking about First Take because tomorrow, yes, First Take is having Skip Bayless back on. I thought it was nostalgia. I thought it was amazing. I was happy. But once again, because a lot of times I live in fairy tale land, people are always like, oh, Marcellus, you're so down to earth. No, I don't think I'm bigger than better than you, which has come back to hurt me in some situations. Present day. Sometimes you got to act like you bigger and better than people. Real spit. I hate to say it, but you do. Because that's value. If not, people going to just devalue you. They do stuff to you, for real. So this is interesting because I thought it was just surface level. Skip is back. Finally, they made amends. And then you start to hear, this is a little deeper than that.
Stephen A., perhaps a bit desperate here. Perhaps he needs Skip Bayless more than he's letting on because Shannon Sharpe, according to Awful Announcing, is not under consideration to return to First Take. And Stephen A. has made it clear he'd love to have Shannon Sharpe back. According to Awful Announcing, ESPN isn't even considering that. And
that's a change from the Super Bowl because Shannon put it out there first and then Stephen A. put it out there. Maybe that was like some public pressure on ESPN and they've come to the conclusion, nah, son, nah.
According to Bobby Burack, and this is just factual, for a couple of years, Stephen A. Smith was adamant or pretty firm, no, the thing with me and Skip Bayless is over. That's not open. I don't want to, there's no reason to bring him back. They've done other reunions on podcasts or whatever. But this is more about Stephen A. being desperate because the Pat McAfee show is growing after his show and Get Up with Mike Greenberg is growing before his show. And Stephen A.'s ratings are flat. This is a desperation move.
Dang. And there's receipts. Stick around. I'll show you the numbers, and you'll be like, oh, really? So this is not just Whitlock hating on Stephen A. This got real meat and potatoes to wake you up, open our eyes.
Jason, first of all, I want to say I think Bobby Burack is challenging your throne as the most hated guy from Stephen A. Smith.
No, he's not. He's in the
Yes,
running.
he
I don't
is.
think he's challenging my throne, but
No.
in the running.
He's number 2, moving up like a rocket ship. Trust me. Good job, Bobby. I'm just wondering, why draw the line at Shannon Sharpe? Is it surely the legal issues? But if Stephen A. Smith is the center of the universe, and I was thinking about this, what do they say about great head coaches? They create a tree where other coaches under their banner, under their helm, become great coaches themselves. So shouldn't Stephen A. Smith be creating more stars under his helm? Like, these guys appear with Stephen A. Smith, they become partners with them, they create their own brand, and then they say, okay, well, I'm so big now thanks to you, Stephen A., I can get out from under your shadow. But here's the thing. It seems like the opposite is happening over at ESPN with Stephen A. Smith. I'm beginning to think by next month they might be talking about doing sports reporters where you and Mike Lupica can be on the same set again.
God. Blah, blah, blah. Basically, he's saying, why are you going back to the well where you've been articulate, you've been open about this conversation of the reunion of Skip and Stephen A. and saying, no, that door is closed. We already did that. We're not doing that again. Now, this could be a one-off, or this could be a little masterful play of, hey, we need the boost. Either way, it's interesting because I do remember him saying, nah, we good on the Skip and Stephen A. reunion, and now they're not. And now this is what they're saying really is the reason. ESPN just now put out April numbers that further strengthen my column. Get Up is up 24%. Pat McAfee is up 29%. The show that airs between them, First Take, adjusts 6%. First Take was buried in their press release. Let's read this if we can. Okay, all right, so here's ESPN. Best April ever for 2 shows. SportsCenter averaged 529,000 viewers, up 28%. Get Up averaged 447,000, a year-over-year increase of 24%. Multiple shows continue strong years in April. All right. So PTI, SportsCenter, Pat McAfee, First Take was up 6%, averaging 491. So 440, that's closing the gap for real, but 491 still up. SportsCenter 580, NBA Today 364. That's a lot for them. Good for them. I do like their show though. I like it now. Malika and all them, yeah, they go. NFL Live 470. So all that, I'm number one and all that stuff is just coming into question, I think, of people are saying right now. And they're like, yo, what's the real, what's the fake? Well, you tell me, beat it up in the comments, what you thinking. What I'm thinking is, yeah. Look, what they always say is teachers say it's easy to get an A. It's hard to keep an A. It's hard to be number one forever, especially when you got McAfee, which is this, what is it, 3-pronged approach? I don't know. It's a social, it's a digital, it's on air, it's just, it's Voltron. Like Stephen A. fighting Voltron, right? And you got Get Up, which was always thought of in their mind. Remember when Michelle Beadle first started with Mike Greenberg? Like that was supposed to be their morning cup of coffee boom show. And it took its time, but it's coming if it's not already there, right? So that's how that goes. Okay. Let's get into our last topic right here because we got to learn. We got to learn together. Barstool Sports calls out Stephon Diggs' accuser, and I want to talk to the women, to the men, to myself, talk to you about this situation. So first, this is trending. Public debate on false accusation in recent high-profile athlete trial. Damn, it sounds like X don't know anybody. High-profile athlete trial. Social media users discuss a recent trial involving an athlete accused by a woman, focusing on claims of false accusation and lack of legal consequences for the accuser. Opinions vary on whether women, particularly black women, black women, well, they went there, are calling out the alleged injustice. Posters advocate for punishing false accusers to protect defendants whose lives are ruined by unproven claims. Hey, I'll take some of that. I'll take some of what y'all giving out. Yeah, real spit. All right, so that came off of this rant. This rant is special. This rant is from KC Smith, sorry. Stephon Diggs' rant in the rain. What happened in his trial is a bigger issue in our justice system, and it needs to change, okay? We're gonna make a change. Listen to KC rant.
So what happened this week with Stephon Diggs really pisses me off. And I did not expect to get this invested. I'll be honest, I got obsessed. I got locked into this trial. And what happened to him is a really big issue in the justice system. And I'm not even remotely exaggerating, because in this case,
all right, every man is like, yeah, continue. We know divorce court, family court. Psh, it's ugly. Like you walking up to the plate with 2 strikes. Man, I ain't took a pitch yet. Yes, you did. You're a man.
Mila Adams, who accused him of assault, heinous things, came into that courtroom with 0 evidence. And I mean 0. I watched every single second. If there was a camera on in that courtroom, I was watching it. And she had absolutely nothing. This man lost endorsements. He's not on an NFL team right now. I can't imagine what's going on in his private life.
And that's the thing. The things you lose before you even lost it. You lose people who are walking towards you with money and opportunities and another rung of the ladder to climb up. They just go away. And you knew you had some on the hook, some on the line. You knew, nope, they're gone. And then some of the people who were in the circle already rocking with you in the ecosystem, you see them back up or disappear. All of that. And then there's no consequence on the other side when they lied thoroughly. Come on, y'all.
And she took him to court for what? Because she wanted a payday? Because she was mad that he wasn't sleeping with her anymore? I don't know what the reason is, but what I do know is that in these situations where somebody comes in and accuses somebody of something really heinous with 0 evidence, there should be consequences.
Yes, I'll take some of that. I got somebody that I know that looks just like me that would love to bring those consequences. And he will. But a defamation suit, I can't lie to y'all. Yeah, I'm going to sue him and all that. They ain't got 2 rocks to rub together. So what am I going to get out of that? Some hot rocks.
Because there are so many people who are telling the truth, who don't get justice. And then in situations like this, and it was a spectacle, he's an NFL star, obviously is the father of Cardi B's child, so pop culture, all the things in the mix. And we're all paying attention to it, and it was a joke. Within 30 seconds of this woman's testimony, you could tell she was lying. And I just don't understand how these people can get away with it, because it's not like he needs her money. It's not like she can give him anything. His reputation's already taken a hit, and it was a joke. I mean 0 evidence. And it's bullshit. I'll be honest, it's bullshit.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And respect to her for really calling it like she saw it, like we all saw it. And what's crazy is when that occurs, like 30 minutes, it didn't even take me 30 minutes. 30 seconds, you're like, what are you doing? You're going to ruin this man's life over what? And that's how the game goes. And we're all in that situation. So blah, blah, blah. I could talk more about my situation, this situation, and we'll do that tomorrow because we are way late. But look, men, women, you, we got to understand the discipline necessary and the consequences that come from it, right? Simple as that. And then we're going to talk deep about that, but time is of the issue. So love for you guys for rocking with your boy. And I want, you know me, I can't leave on negative stuff like that. So I'm going to leave on this. This is hilarious. This is going to be the best 2 minutes of your life. I'm not lying. Watch this. This is hilarious.
You can see she's sleeping peacefully. And I can say just about anything except 3 things. If I say the word CHICKEN, she will wake up.
Chicken.
If I ask her if she wants to go OUTSIDE, she will wake up.
Outside.
If I ask her if she wants to go RIDE in the CAR, she will wake up.
Ride the car.
Anything else I say, she's not waking up. Steak, beef, hamburger, peanut butter. She loves salmon. Salmon skin, bone.
The dog is snoring, y'all.
Dog treat.
The dog is knocked out.
Oh, if I say the word WALK, she'll wake up.
Oh, okay. What word was that?
What else do dogs like? She likes pretzels.
Pretzels. Wake up, dog.
If I mention one of her TOYS
toys,
she'll wake up.
This dog is knocked out snoring.
So let's try this out.
Somebody trying to rob me.
I said a bunch of things. Mentioned different kind of food she likes. But I know she loves CHICKEN.
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 Oh, this dog is it's a black dog. Look at him, want some chicken. Some of that chicken. Where that chicken at? Shit, hey, where the chicken at? Where the chicken? I told y'all that'd be one of the best videos you ever see. That little dog wants some chicken. Well, how do you train a dog to want chicken that bad? I mean, it got to be a deep love for some chicken if you doing that. All right, y'all. Have a great day, an amazing day. And make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a member. Love for you guys. Have a great one. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole.